Hello, Gotham City. Welcome to Bub's World. I'm your host, Bub, and today we're going to go through some more pickups I got from Instagram. My good buddy, C-Woodard19, right here, finished up his end of the year sale. He's clearing out some books, got rid of all that he needed to get rid of, hopefully. I know I certainly helped out as much as I could. So here is what's left of that haul, because I went ahead and ended shipping, you know, especially with Instagram. If you're ever building boxes, this is the way I do it. If I'm building a box on Instagram, I don't let the first box go too long, because, you know, sometimes sellers get a little nervous. I mean, I know Carson, I don't think he would just ditch my box or something, but sometimes sellers get a little nervous and like, you know, I don't know, I really would like to see some payment from this guy. So I figure if someone's out there trying to sell books or trying to get their money pretty quick, especially if they're selling on Instagram. So I go ahead, I close that first box out usually pretty quick, and I send payment and I get shipment. And then if I'm happy with the way the books arrive, as I was with the first batch that he sent, if I'm happy with the way the books arrive, they're packaged well, if nothing is funny about it, then the next box I'll build a little longer. I don't mind to take my time. So anyway, that's what happened here. So we've got a second batch. So let's make me small and get to the haul. Yo! All right. So first up, we have a little series that I've kind of been working on. I pick them up when I see them, but I've not been actively like trying to hunt them down. So here is X-Men Phoenix End Song by Greg Land, and he does the I think he does the interior art on these as well. So very nice, some nice Phoenix Greg Land work. And I gotta tell you, I wouldn't mind. I wish that there was a way. I don't like when I'm standing in line for someone's booth, like at a convention, and they do nothing but hold up the line with like 150 books. And I always immediately assume that that person is going to resell them or get them certified or something. And I'm like, come on, dude. The rest of us are fans, you know? But I got to say, I wouldn't mind if every single Greg Land book in my collection were signed by Greg Land. I like his signature. And he's a nice guy, and every time I go to a convention, he's there. I always take time to talk to him, and he always, you know, he's very friendly, real nice guy. So, you know, I wouldn't, next time I see him, because it's been a couple of years, we didn't have a con around here recently, and he wasn't at the last one. So it's been a few years. So I'd like to take my whole stack of unsigned Greg Lands, probably going to be about 60 books, and be like, all right, how much, what's the bulk price? So we'll see. I'd also like to get a sketch from him. Even if he doesn't do it at the convention, I'd like to talk to him and order it, and then, you know, wait for it to come in. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? I love Greg Land's work. That's just fantastic. One of my favorite artists. Definitely on my Mount Rushmore of good girl artists, for me. I don't know. Probably not for everybody, but for me. Here's another one that makes the cut. Barbed Wire, Bikini Blowout. Bikini Blowout. Like, check this out. Isn't that great? Oh, this must be the censored version. They censored her. I don't know if you can see the blur on that. Not right there, but that's awesome. I'm loving that. All right, cool. Bikini Blowout issue. And the final issue of the series, so I guess this is number, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something. Cute little series. Interior story's not great. The interior art's not great. They kind of, it's one of those where they take her out of her element and they put her in too many situations that don't make any sense. So, but pretty cool cover art on this whole run. And I'm only one away. There's only one issue that I'm missing of this, and then I'll have the complete run. Looking forward to that. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Starting off strong today. Another fantastic artist. We got Micheal Turner, Spider-Man Red Sonja. This is number 1, I guess, with the variant edition. Look at, isn't that fantastic? That Spider-Man there. And it is signed. I don't know by whom. I think it's maybe Ivan Reis. I think I've had a couple of his signatures before. I think he's a colorist, but I could be wrong. Look at this. Either way, though, I had never seen this book before. When he showed it on Instagram, I was like, I instantly recognized it as Micheal Turner, but I was like, well, that's Micheal Turner cover I've never seen, and it's a good one. So look at that. Isn't that nice? Long, tall, but still proportionate. Look at that. A small nose, yet not a mouse nose. Look at that. And some cool Spider-Man art as well. Nice long blade. Very cool stuff, man. I'm really digging this. Not crazy about the background. I like the fiery red Sonya part, but the background of the city for, or whatever that is for Spider-Man isn't as good. But the rest of it's fantastic. All right, next up, another Adam Hughes. We have Batgirl, Birds of Prey, number 20. There's a nice little, album cover group shot of the Birds of Prey there. You got Batgirl, Canary, and I guess that's Huntress? I don't really know. I haven't read this part, so I'm assuming that's Huntress. But if I'm wrong, let everybody know in the comments below. Anytime I say something that just doesn't sound right, if you know better than me, I don't know it all. I just know most of it. That's how it goes. All right, so Batgirl, Birds of Prey, number 20. Some great Adam Hughes art. Really, the Batgirl steals the show on that one, I think. Canary's not bad. And whom we assume is the Huntress leaves a little to be desired, but it's probably just because her outfit isn't as good. All right, switching gears, really. I mean, just pulling the handbrake and going all the way across the universe here. We got Supergirl starring in Adventure Comics. I just thought this was a nice little cute cover. I don't know what Carson had this doing in his collection. I don't know what it's doing in my collection at this point. But it's cute. The heroine in the haunted house, and it says, that ghostly figure, a Kryptonian thought beast, its thought screen shows what it plans to do to me, but this is impossible. There aren't any ghosts, or are they? Wow. Like, that took forever for her to think all that. But I just love that thought beast just clamping down on her midsection, and she's, I think that's fantastic. I love this. For my money, the whole cover could be that image right there. That does it for me. I just think that's great. I love that. And there's the thought beast making her think all that. I just love that. I think that's fantastic. So there you go. Number 395. Adventure Comics 395. Switching a little bit of gears to the Avengers. We have number 281. We're going to go out of order a little bit here. The Avengers 281 with a nice She-Hulk cover. Of course, all the Avengers. What's She-Hulk's gone mad? She's wild in the streets. I just think that's fun. Like She-Hulk going wild in the streets and Cap hitting her with a shield, and this is just fun stuff. Nice Black Knight appearance. So this is just the kind of campy stuff that I get off on. I like reading these short little stories. I don't know how short it ends up being. Sometimes I go in from issue to issue, but I just thought that was cute. So check that out. And I think it has some sort of minor key first appearance, last appearance kind of thing. I don't get into that. That super obscure key stuff. But I think this is some sort of obscure key. You can put it in the comments below if you feel like researching it. Next, we have the Avengers number 278. Sorry for the back in time work here, but man, you couldn't get over. Look at that. Got her by the hair. She's got her arms dropped. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's some good art right there. Number 278 Avengers. Look at that. Isn't that great? And I'm digging that. That has a definite place in my collection. Great She-Hulk cover. Just fantastic. And last but not least, I'm not big on spec game, but this was a book that I picked up when it first came out, and then the kind of spec died on it. And then, I think I had bought 2 copies of it or something, sold them both. And then since then the price came up a little bit, and I was reading it ongoing. So there's Oblivion Song. It lost me somewhere around issue 12 or 13. I dropped the series and I sold the whole batch of them. I really enjoyed the story, and then they kind of made a twist with the main character and kind of revealed some of the past stuff, and it just didn't work for me. I like my heroes to be heroes, my villains to be villain. I don't really like the anti-hero too much, I definitely don't like when they take someone who's a straight villain and make them a hero. And in this case, this was like the main character was definitely a hero. At least they lead you to believe that for the first several issues. And then they kind of like, oh, but it turns out he's really has a checkered past. I'm like, oh, I'm out. I get tired of that stuff. Anyway, Oblivion Song #1. I still think it's a key, and I just couldn't pass it up. This thing is in very nice shape. I would say near mint minus maybe. It's got a little bit of a corner mash here. That's not going to press out. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape and a nice presentable copy. So, you know, I'll hold on to it. I'll keep it in the old collection. There's a couple of variants that I think go for a little more, but I'll hold on to it and see what we end up doing with it. You know, we've been talking, me and a buddy have been talking about doing a couple of conventions and setting up a couple of tables, just basically to get the price of admission. And then to be able to maybe make your money back or trade with dealers before they open. So that's kind of the idea. We're not really trying to make money on the table necessarily. It's just to have something to offer to say, hey, we're here. If somebody wants to buy from us, cool. So I think I'm going to do maybe a couple of artist boxes, the Adam Hughes box, Michael Turner box, you know, Greg Land box, and sell off some doubles and pick up some doubles and upgrade my collection and then sell the downgrade copies might be the idea. So, but something like this would be prime for that. I'll put this up and see if anybody wants it. So for twice what I paid. We'll see how that goes. All right. Well, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed that. We'll catch you next time. Let's go ahead and look one more time at the fantastic artwork of Greg Lang. Hope to see you at a convention soon, buddy. All right. We'll catch you next time. Remember, read a comic and don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.